Off to a great start so far. Rounds of heavy rain have started to build into the Midlands as we kick off our Sunday, and it's thanks to our area of low pressure moving a lot farther away from the Gulf and now moving up the eastern seaboard, and eventually we get all of this surge of moisture from our south to make its way into the Palmetto State. The cold front associated with our area of low pressure trailing just to the north and west of it. You can see the line now moving through parts of Tennessee. So all of this moisture that's to our south is going to build through the Midlands with our area of low pressure, where we'll watch today for the opportunity for a few thunderstorms. That's mainly going to be for places such as the PD as well as the low country, but right around the center of circulation of our low, we're going to have a little more energy and spin to work with. So as these thunderstorms you see that are over the ocean right now move a little closer on shore, that's something that we'll be watching closely. But really, we've just got this band of heavy rain that is built in. Places such as Orangeburg, St. Matthews getting some pockets of heavier rain already from it this morning. Even throughout parts of Lexington and Richland counties, we've seen a little bit of heavier rain increase over the last 30 to 45 minutes, and it's thanks to this band that has moved through. And we've got more of it on the way. All these yellows and oranges that you see eventually build into the Midlands once we get closer to lunchtime and into the afternoon. So within these counties in yellow, this is our best chance today of severe weather. That's going to include the PD as well as portions of the low country. And within these counties in yellow, that's where we have the opportunity for an occasional gust of wind, anywhere from 60 to 70 miles per hour. And we will have enough spin to work with since we are going to be right around this center of circulation for our area of low pressure, that we could get a brief tornado or two within these counties in yellow. But notice how our threat level has shifted a little farther to the east, and that's thanks to the center of circulation also shifting a little farther to the east. Our main concern is going to be for some flash flooding. All of these counties that you see in yellow are under a slight risk for excessive rainfall, which pretty much just means that minor flooding is possible across much of the Midlands today, because we're expecting anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain from now through this afternoon. Lots of helpful rainfall for us, and these bands of heavy rain are going to continue out there through the rest of the day into this afternoon and this evening. First alert futurecast with wind gusts out there showing where we've got some stronger gusts of wind, anywhere from 25 to 30 miles per hour. That really picks up, I think, once we get closer to lunchtime and into the afternoon as the center of circulation gets closer to us. So that'll provide us a little more of an opportunity for some heavier rain out there, and that also will continue even closer to lunchtime, where you see these oranges and then deeper shades of red. This is going to be where we have some very heavy rainfall, the potential for some localized minor flooding, especially if you live in a flood-prone area that's by a river or a pond or any low-lying area that typically floods pretty easily, with the opportunity for some heavier rain a little farther to the east. That's where we get the chance for a stronger thunderstorm or two. But for us, thankfully, it's just the pockets of heavy rain that continue even as we get into this evening. Though noticing by this evening, the rainfall out there is a little bit less. So as we get later and later into the day, the heaviest of rain starts to move to our east. Once we get into the night tonight, we'll start to dry out. Still windy on the backside of our system, but we get the rain to our east, the clouds as well. And then look at this clearing towards the upstate. That builds in by the time you're waking up and heading out the door for your Monday morning. It's breezy, a little bit cooler for Monday, and then the afternoon, thankfully, temperatures rebound. So it's a nice start to the work week. Highs around 60 degrees, and then we get a lot colder once we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, especially looking at Wednesday morning. Temperatures around 23 degrees, very, very cold for the middle of the week. Thankfully, though, we do start to warm on up as we get into next week, especially by Friday and Saturday. High temperatures are in the low 60s, and we're looking ahead to around Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. A little bit